TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What happened with you and Jackie Gleason? I heard a story with that.
Right about the time the original Smokey and the Bandit was coming out with him and Burt Reynolds, Jackie had been off TV for quite a while.
Right.
He left New York, he went to Miami. But he was still a big name. He hadn't been off long enough that everybody forgot him. So he came to and was real good friends with Angelo Dundee, the manager of Muhammad Ali at the time. He came to the building in Miami Beach.
Right.
And said that he wanted to, do a publicity thing. And I was wrestling Rocky Johnson that night. So we sat in the dressing room and he talked about coming out after I had got out there. They'd introduce him and he'd walk out and he'd slide in the ring and he'd shake hands with Rocky, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I came over to shake hands with him. He'd look at my hand, he'd slap it away, and he'd do that and away we go thing and walk out of the ring, which was fine with me until that night. He walked in the ring, he shook hands with Johnson, he came over to shake hands with me, and I stuck my hand out, and he knocked it away with his other hand, and boom, nailed me in the jaw. Well, I did about what I just did to myself then. I didn't blink. And he turned around and he said, "Oh." Away we go. So about a year later, after the movie was out, I think it was in the Milwaukee paper, but you were Associated Press nationwide. He told the story exactly the way it happened, including that part. And I don't know, it took a pretty good man to own up to, you set this up with someone, then you come out and try to knock him out, and all he does is tell you to get the...
Right.
But overall, that evening seemed like a real nice sort of a guy until he punched me in the jaw.
Right.
What's your opinions of Paulie and ECW? Do you watch the show at all, or?
I catch it every now and then. Up until just recently, to get it where I'm at, you had to have TCI. And it wasn't on our cable systems. Well, now it's coming in there on TNN. And I watch it occasionally. Like I watch Vince and Turner shows occasionally. I get into, I shouldn't say get into, I turn it on, and if you sit there for 30 plus minutes listening to a saga, whether it's the McMahon saga or the Bischoff and the other Russo saga, at some point you say, "Oh, the hell with it." I've heard it all, saw it all. And if I'm not going to see some of the guys moving around in the ring, which is what I enjoy watching,
Right.
why not watch something that you do enjoy?
TitleMatchNetwork.com.